Ted here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube World. What are we going to do today? Let's see what we got here. The village not too far away. Let's head over there. Let's continue heading north, and then we'll run over to the village. We should be able to run into something here before we go there. So yeah, welcome back to Cube World. Happy Sunday to everybody. I do appreciate you all coming out today to check it out. Today, it's going to be short and sweet. I'm trying to get to the point. I'm exhausted. Tired is the understatement word for the day. And if you've been following around for a while, you know that I've been working extra long hours and shifts at work. So I just got done working 6 days at work this week. I'm going to be doing it again for the next 2 weeks, so I have to be on my best behavior and trying to maintain things best I can. There are some videos that have been recorded. I got a little bit done last night with Armor Time and Duke Weasels and Armor's friend Drew as well, Crazy Drew. We did some GTA Online, which was fun. Goofing off, just being silly. Friday night, just relaxing. Just nothing, like no real plan other than just playing, having fun, goofing off, and not like it was delightful. It was exactly what I needed last night. Went to bed way too late, which is fine. I have no issues with that. I will own going to bed late. It was good. Just stayed up, just relaxed, got everything edited, videos were all done. So I got 3 out of it, which is nice. I enjoy making the GTA videos from time to time. Hey, you son of a brat bastard. Listen, you. I'll take your 16 XP. You made moves all dizzy in the head, you jerk. So yeah, anyway, like I said, I do enjoy making the GTA videos, so it's been fun. You guys may have seen last night, I got my first episode of my friend Pedro. I have about 4 done already. There might not be a whole lot more past them. We'll see. The game is a lot of fun. If you haven't checked it out, if you haven't checked out my copy of it yet, or my videos, and there are other YouTubers that you follow that have played it, watch it. It's a lot of fun. I do highly recommend the game. Very entertaining, very fun mechanics. A lot of weird stuff in it, which I quite enjoyed. But yeah, my friend Pedro caught me off guard with how much fun it is, which is good. I like that. I like being caught off guard, caught unaware. I was expecting it to be an entertaining game. I had no idea how entertaining it was going to be. What level is this? 49. Okay, it's garbage. Garbage stuff. We'll collect this batch. I didn't get rid of anything last time, so yeah, it's on me. I have had zero extra time doing things. Work's been going good though. I got nothing to complain about with it, other than being a lot of it. Listen, you mage. I'll just fight the warrior without seeing him. That was just always entertaining. Yeah. So, trying to think if there's anything important going on. Talked to Armor last night. He's looking at getting himself a new computer. Looks like he's on the same plan as I am, of waiting to see what the new updates are going to be. So we may be getting something around the same time, which is great. Armor's been needing a new PC for a period of, I don't know, I would say probably for about 4 years now. No, I'd say it's been causing him grief over the last year and a half or so. So he needs to get something new. He's still running off of like an old AMD processor, like an FX processor. So those were problematic even when they were new. So they're even more so now. But I'm very happy for him. So he's been saving up his pennies to do that as well. So, which means that I can actually not have to think about what to do with this PC. I can. Like I was on the fence of like, do I try to sell it to Armor, or give it to him for like almost nothing, so that he has something, or do I keep it for myself and do a bunch of other little things that I want to do? So I'm going to do what I wanted to do. My backup is to set it up as a little HTPC server. Am I even using those words right? A little media streaming server, gaming server, a couple things that it will do. I want it to be a very, very simple. Going to buy myself a case for it, a smaller case that will fit everything into it, and then just have it set up in the other room, or I live in one room, so it's kind of funny. Have it set up near the TV, and so it'll be in charge of doing all that stuff, and I'm looking forward to seeing what I can do with it. Going to set up, I want it because it's going to be game playable as well. So what I'm going to do is get like a wireless keyboard and mouse and everything for it, and then have a controller set up for it specifically, and then I can use that as like a little stream box, you know, I can run stuff from it if I need to, and you know, run videos, a Plex server, and all the things that I want to have available to me all the time. I'm going to do it with this little PC. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. I get to geek out, and plus I get to put Linux on it, which is something I like doing. Love playing with Linux, so I'm very, very much tickled to do something geeky and fun for myself. So it'll be a fun little project here for the summer, is to you know, build the new system for myself, and then, you know, set this up as a backup little system. Plus, I think it'd be nice to actually have a backup computer, so in case something does go foul, which has happened to me in the past. In Florida, it happened when the hurricane hit. I needed to, my computer was completely tore apart because of the hurricane. I didn't want it to get destroyed, so for a little while, the only thing I had was my laptop. I was able to do some recording from it, did some streaming from it. It's a decent little laptop, but it'd be nice to have something other than, you know, a 5 or 6 year old laptop to rely upon. Even though it's good, I mean, it's an i7, older generation with a, trying to think, it's like a 780 in it, or an 880, or was it, did they even make it? It's not a 980, so whatever generation it was before that, it has that, it's like a dedicated graphics card in it. So it's cool. I like it. It's I buy power laptop. Huge. It's an unwieldy beast, but it works for what it needs to do. I've revamped it. Windows was just destroying it. The 8 gigs of RAM was not nearly enough in it, but it works really, really well with Linux. So that's what it does now, is it just has a Linux thing going on it. So it's happy being a Linux box. But that's what I've been playing with, is putting in a whole bunch of Steam games and stuff, and testing all the Linux stuff that I want to test. Testing that on the laptop, because it's a lot easier to, if anything makes mistakes, I don't have to rely upon it for anything. It's just a backup system, right? So, and I've got a hard drive that I pulled out of it that is just for Linux. So I don't have my Windows drive in there. That's actually set aside and stored. So the old hard drive that was running Windows 10 on it, it's still there. I can pull it at any time, throw it back in that system, and it's good to go. So it's kind of it's fun to have a little system. I'm putting in Retro Arch or Arc, I don't remember how you pronounce it, but it's a basically like a little game media player that you can play classic older titles like Game Boy Advance and Dreamcast and all that kind of stuff. It emulates the hardware for it, so it's kind of cool. I'm kind of stoked to get into it. I've been watching some videos on how to get it set up, so I'm like, ooh, this could be fun. So that's something that I'm going to be doing. And then potentially, even if I get it working properly, picking up a whole bunch of old classic games, and then getting the ROMs made for them, and then putting them on the system and playing them. I think it'd be kind of fun. I don't... I always find like boatloads of old games when I'm out and around, which is kind of weird. I mean, I remember hoarding and collecting N64. I still have a whole bunch of my old ones still anyway. I have those in storage, so I may dig some of those out and bring them along and see. And then I got to figure out how to get the ROMs made for them. That's going to be the fun part, I do believe. So we'll figure it out. I'm one of those guys that will sort things out. It'll be fun. I'm sure it'll be something involving a Raspberry Pi, which is another thing I've been wanting to play with. So that's what my intentions for the next year for myself is to geek. I've kind of resigned myself to a few things that I can and cannot do. The one thing I've had to put on the back burner, much to my chagrin, is my food channel thing. Ran into so many problems just with hardware, cameras, and just problems filming things, and I was just getting frustrated with everything. that I've actually taken a breather from it, and I can't do anything at the moment anyway with my current workload and everything. I'm like, you know what, just shelf it and then figure it out down the road. It's not, it's not imperative for me. It's a passion project that I want to do. If it ever comes to fruition, would be phenomenal, but if it never does, that's fine too. It's okay. But so with the whole apartment thing falling apart and looking at the new computer, I'm like, you know what, let's just spend time fixing up where you're at, making it your home, and then get the new things you want. And if you want to work on a pie, buy a pie. If there's things you want to do it. I knew it. Ladies, no need to be mean. I'm in town. You're not supposed to be able to fire at me. Damn witches. I don't pay attention to the rules. Ever. So I'm going to do something kind of silly and stupid, but we'll see. There's an inn there. I'm not going to reset the day yet. Where the heck is Moves? I swear to God, this turtle does not like to come around very often. He gets distracted, which is understandable. He gets distracted easily. So do I. So I don't even know what I was saying. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to fix this place up. I think that I've kind of come to be resigned to do that. I'm going to get myself some new furniture. I'm going to set up the studio part for myself. I've been wanting to do some review stuff for hardware. I want to basically, when I get the new computer, I want to do a build video. So I've been setting that up, and I think it'll be kind of fun to do. Okay, don't need any more of those. Why am I talking to you? I'm gonna go get some potions made or water bottles made. That I saw red, but I figured no, it's not that. Dang it! And the funny part is that there was a well on the way in. I saw it, and I was like, do I stop and get water here, or do I wait? And I'm like, oh, wait. I was an idiot. Oh, apparently Moves is thirsty now, too. Level 94. Wow, that's a thing. Let's do some water bottles. Oh, Chris, thank you once again for this. Love it. Makes life so much easier. There we go, Moves. You didn't get a drop of water, did you? You doofus. Get in here. Drink your heart's content out, my friend. I'm riding him, by the way. If you can't tell, I'm riding my turtle in the well. It's what we do. I'll drink a potion while I'm here, too. Delicious. Moves, you almost ready? You are thirsty. I can see. Okay, we're good. I don't know how you got away from me. Yeah, so, new PC. What I'm looking at now is, I was looking at the 12 core. Looking at the pricing of it, I just can't really justify it right now. So I'm looking at either the 3700 or the 3800X, which are both 8-core processors. The reason being is they looks like they will be, I think the 37 or the 38 will be the one, well, it's obviously going to be one of them. The 38 is probably the one I will go with because the boosts and everything on it are already set. But I'm also really curious about the 3700X because it has a 65 watt TDP, so that means that it actually may have more headroom for overclocking than people are expecting, potentially. We'll see. I have no real idea. As for graphics cards, I'm kind of on the fence for doing anything with it because, well, it looks like NVIDIA may be coming out with a new graphics card series. Which would be great. They're calling the Super line, I guess. And it looks like what they're doing is they're bringing out the ones that will fit in between. So like between the 2070 and the 2080 will be, instead of like a 2070 Ti, be the 2070 Super. I think that's what the verbiage that they're looking at. So from what I'm understanding is that the new Super cards will come in at the price that the 2070 Super will be at the price of the 2070. And then they'll drop the price of the 2070, which makes that kind of like, ooh. Because I've been on the fence. I've been looking at a 2070, but I'm also was looking at the ones that AMD was offering. So I was kind of sitting there going, well, if they're going to make something good, I would like to support AMD across the board and make an all AMD system, obviously. But if they're not going to put out a really high-end graphics card, then why bother? And I'm kind of on the fence with how it's all looking up right now. But I'm going to wait. The 1070 in this system right now is more than capable of... I would assume I can get at least another year out of it, if not longer, until it either A, dies, or games just are no longer running properly on it. And if that is ever the case, then I will look at upgrading. Because what I currently play most of the time, it runs great. Like I'm looking back at like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and that game ran fine. It did well. The only downside I have with it was it stuttered sometimes, and I don't think that had anything to do with the graphics card. That had everything to do with the PC that was attached to it. So, 4-core processor, kind of becomes a little bit overtaxed at times. So, I think that's what I was running into. Dear God. Okay, good. I'm like, I don't want to sit here forever. I could ramble for a certain period of time. Hold on to that, warrior. I've just been getting rid of everything. I've just stopped caring at this stage. Daggers, mage. No. I hold on. I hoard things. I don't know why. Don't ask me. Okay, I'll keep that one because it's an upgrade. It's a slight upgrade. It's for 89. We're at 83. We'll see. Okay, there are things here. Yeah, I looked at upgrading that one, and it was going to cost me a boatload. So, perp. Okay, there we go. Put that one here so that we don't have to deal with it anymore. And then let's go reset the day and get that out of the way. Should be in right here. Ta-da! So yeah, I've rambled enough about technology. I love it. As you guys can probably see or understand, I'm a geek. Have been for quite some time. I've been a huge fan of technology as long as I can remember. Okay, let's head north. We'll head north and see what we can find. Yeah, so like I've been building computers on my own like since the 80s. I used to build them all the time. Help put together stuff for my dad back in the day. And had my own repair shop for a while. So I mean, I love tinkering with stuff. I would like to get at some point into doing like soldering and fixing technology things that go south. I love watching people do that, but my biggest worry and fear is the cost associated with that, is because the amount of gear and stuff that you need, and I don't know if I have the skill set to do that anymore. My biggest concern is my eyes. I get older. I've got reading glasses now, so I'm like, can I see things like I used to be able to? Because I used to be able to look at motherboards and discern stuff. Now I look at it and it's like a blur. Unless I got my glasses on, it's like, oh, God. Let's make some potions real quick while I'm making things. So, because I know I had a whole bunch here. I'll just make a bunch. So the next time we get to a... Listen, cow, you looked at me funny. It happens. Deal with it. Why can't I ride my turtle? Okay. I can't believe that cow was hoarding a wooden staff. I mean, silly things. So yeah, anyway, I'd like to get into that stuff. But like I said, probably we'll get more into working on doing some Raspberry Pi stuff, maybe getting to doing some coding and things. And I've always had a passion for it, and I just never really had the wherewithal to do some of the things. So I figure why not now? I mean, I got things I want to accomplish and do. Might as well do it when I've got the opportunity to. And with this channel, I mean, if I want to have like a Raspberry Pi thing and I want to make videos on it, I'm going to. I know a lot of YouTube people tend to separate things out for things like that, but for me, gaming and technology is the exact same thing. I've been doing that my whole career here, been talking about the tech, been playing games on computers, so build videos and review videos and things. I'm going to be doing that here. Been working on getting some sponsorship stuff too, so hopefully that will pan out to being some new videos as well. So it's fun. Things are going well that way. I'm engaged with how the channel's been growing. I've been digging it a lot. You guys have been phenomenal. The love for Cube World is there. which always has been. It falters from time to time, but viewership is up again. Things are going well. So I got nothing to complain about on the channel side of things. It's just life at this point is getting in my way, but it's okay. I have nothing really to complain about there either. I've chosen to do what I'm doing. You know, I chose to pick up the extra shifts at work because I look at it this way. The other supervisor that I work with, she normally works Saturdays, but she's younger. She has a social life. She does a lot of things. So I found personally that to me it sounds like it would be unfair to ask her to work, you know, an extra day when I'm capable of doing it. There's nothing that I need to do. You know, making videos is my passion, so I'll find the time to do it when I can. You know, if I end up having only one video a day for a week, then so be it. I mean, if that's the price I have to pay for it. And also, I get to book these extra days that I'm working, and I can take them off at whenever I want to. Monday is a holiday here in Quebec, and it's Jean-Baptiste or Quebec Day, and folks are really gearing up for a celebration here. And I'll be working, but instead of having to, because of how I do things at work, I just get a day off in lieu when I work a holiday like that. So instead of, you know, certain things like, oh, well, that's two of you. Well, two of you will die faster. Listen, jerk. Listen, you. Stop it. That was that was a lackluster little win. I'll take it. Yeah, so I get extra days off. So when I work on a holiday, I just get an extra day. So I'm banking those, and I will take them at my leisure, and look forward to taking a little bit of a break at the end of the summer, going off to visit my son. There's a thing with armor that is in the works. There's a thing with my dad in the works. So at some point this summer, I'm going to be taking a few days and going to visit either friends or family or both. And if I can accomplish both, I would be happy. But most important, seeing my son and my dad. I think that would be the one I want to do more than anything. Well, seeing my son, obviously. I haven't seen my dad in a couple of years, so that'd be good too. You know, my dad's getting up there in age too, so I mean, take as any opportunity I can to hang out and spend time with him as I can. Same with my mom too. You know, my parents are both the same age, so they're no longer together. Right? My parents have been divorced for years, but you know, it'd be nice to go and see mom again too. How do I get out of this hellhole? I usually don't get lost in these places, but today, lost. That was great. And let me guess, I don't have express elevators here, do I? 10. I'd have to sit there for a few minutes. Okay, I've not been in this section. Oh, Wally, this is the time that I wish that you had your in-game map thing worked out so that I would not get lost. I think this is it here. I keep forgetting what kind of place I was in. This is the ruins, or which one? Catacombs. So yeah, these have a funky, weird thing. It's like a mine shaft at the beginning. Ta-da! We're out. We're in. We're good. The Catacombs of Narnia. There we go. It wasn't that, but that's what my brain reads it as. So I think we're good. I think this should be sufficient for today. Like I mentioned, I'm beat, tired, and got a lot of stuff that I want to accomplish today. I have to get groceries, run a bunch of errands, do laundry, because tomorrow everything is a holiday, so nothing will be open. So I got to make sure I have food for the week, because if I don't do the shopping today, I ain't going to eat. I'll be doing takeout, and I can't afford to do that because, oh my God, it's expensive to eat out all the time. Good Lord. I made the mistake of doing that last week. Getting just one day, I went out and got something to eat, and I was like, is this really how much money I got to spend to eat? I'm like, I'm going to cook at home from now on. I love being a cheap man, and actually the sad thing is I prefer my own cooking than a lot of the restaurants and stuff, unless it's something I can't do. You know, if it's a food that I'm never had, like if it's like an Indian dish or if it's a Filipino dish or something like that, something that I'm not used to and have never made, then obviously I'd much rather eat that at a restaurant. But if it's something like a hamburger, oh hell, you know I'm going to want to make that. I love the noises you made, dwarves. That's right. Make your little dwarfy grunts. And there you go. We ended it off standing next to a piece of strawberry cake. Sounds delightful. Sounds wonderful. I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly enjoy playing Cube World for y'all. So again, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, feel free to subscribe. I do put new Cube World content up every Sunday, every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Every day as well. There's always another video up. Usually at 2 and 7. But we'll see this week. I'm doing my best. I got at least 3 days worth ready. I'm in. But anyway, I'll see you guys in our next episode. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is a song for all the Rivet heads. This is a song to